not so perfect, baby, are you right? Come right, come right.
This is more than anything a way to motivate myself and to keep myself accountable, but not for you to keep me accountable. So if I don't read all of these, don't come at me, please. I'm the worst booktuber ever. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna read before the end of the year, but not really. This is what I want to read before the end of the year. Okay, I have a ton of stuff that I want to read because I'm like in the middle of a series, so like this is like series continuation kind of books. The Dark Tower by Stephen King, it's all over there as well. I love Stephen King, I'm loving The Dark Tower, I'm enjoying myself so much with these, so why have I not picked more of them? Why am I still on the second book? Fabulous question to myself, I don't know, I need to work on that. Oh, I have to finish, what is this? The Queen of the Twirling series. This is the third book, The Fate of the Twirling, and this is one of the YAs that I really like. And it's hard for me to say that with YAs, like, I think I'm not enjoying YAs as much as I did. But this one is actually good. So if you have that problem that you don't enjoy YA, try this series, it's amazing. I loved it, I love the world building, I love the construction of this, and I think it gives more depth into our society and how we sometimes just like to repeat history again. So I liked it. Ooh, I want to start. I'm just gonna say ooh every single time I look at my book. I'm like ooh, because I really want to read these books, you know. So probably I should read these books. The Mistborn trilogy. I have the second and third books coming to me. I ordered them. I found them used for a really good price. They're not going to be the same edition, but you know what? I don't even care anymore. I just really need to read these because it's like all the hype, and I feel like I'm going to love them and I'm gonna be like super excited about this. I loved Elantris. Like, I loved Elantris. It was amazing. So I'm excited to read this one. This is the first book in the series, The Final Empire. And it's big. I have a couple of really big books. So, again, don't keep me accountable. This is just to motivate myself to, like, look at my books and be like, ooh, I need to read that. Oh, I really want to read these. The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. The second book in the Kingkiller Chronicle. Yes. The first one was really slow, but I really enjoyed it. There's like two very different opinions because this is fantasy and some people just want to like have wars and blood and super duper action. But honestly, I'm really enjoying this. I feel like this has everything that a fantasy needs to be great. And having a hero kind of tells his story before he becomes a hero, humanizes him a little bit, and I really enjoyed that. And I'm enjoying the characters, so I really want to continue on before the third book comes out, so hopefully I can do that for myself. And about finishing books and also YAs that I actually enjoy. This is so mainstream and I feel bad, but I do enjoy them, so am I allowed to feel bad about these? Should I not be ashamed and be like, I don't care if this is mainstream, I enjoyed it and I'm going to read it? Probably. Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas, just to finish up with the Throne of Glass series. These are also huge, and like, I just feel guilty every single time I want to grab these because I have so many other books and classics and things that I want to read, and these are all honestly just like guilty pleasures that nobody needs to hear more of here in booktube, really, like. But I enjoy them, so like, why not read them, right? Oh, I really again, like, oh, I really need to read these. The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. I also really want to get the book of The Woman in White. This is the one that I found in this beautiful edition, so I really feel like I need to read these because it's just so beautiful, and I'm like, I didn't bought it just to have it on my shelf, like I actually want to read it, so why haven't I? And like, I'm beating myself up, but like, I have so many books to read, so like, maybe I should chill a little. But I don't know anything about these, but I think this is like gothic classic, and I love that, so I'm putting it there. I need to read more H.G. Wells because I really enjoyed The War of the Worlds. This one, I had a great time reading it. One of the fathers of science fiction. I really need to get immersed in his work a little bit more. I do have The Time Machine, which is teeny tiny, look at that, pretty, And I love these Penguin Classics. I love the notes and the excitement of it all. And this is so small, like I can probably just sit down right now and just read this. And no, I have to finish the like 15 plus books that I have as currently reading in my good notes. In my goodness, in my Goodreads, that's what I meant. I have to finish those, so the pile is getting big. It's going to be fun for the thumbnail. It's going to be fun. More H.G. Wells, The Country of the Blind and Other Selected Stories. So I think I'm gonna do Time Machine and then this one. This one is a little bit big, but I like short stories because you can just like put the bookmark there, put it out, continue reading other stuff and come back to it and just like, you know, have it in and out of your life and enjoy it. And I think H.G. Wells, I just love the way that he writes. I love that he's actually using good signs even though it's a classic. I love H.G. Wells. I'm becoming a fan. I need to read. I like need. This is urgent. Some Edgar Allan Poe. I have Tales of Mystery and Imagination. And I need to read again these classic editions. Oh, so beautiful. I really need to read these. Really need to read these. Ooh, the first book in the Earthsea trilogy, yes. A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. I really need to get to read some Ursula K. Le Guin because I know this is a huge fantasy classic kind of series, and here's the thing, it's supposed to be epic and it's like, whoop, really small, so can something be super epic if it's this big? I feel like I'm used to having like fantasy books being like huge, so we'll see about that. Some Arthur Conan Doyle. I found this on my shelf and I think I had this since like middle grade or something. It's like really long time ago. And this is just like some stories of mystery and something. It's in Spanish. I am excited to read something by him that is not Sherlock Holmes because I love Sherlock Holmes, one of my absolute favorite classics, and I just have a big passion for it. So I'm excited to see him write something else. Exciting. Guys, A Curse of Dark and Lowly by Bridget Kemmerer, another YA, but I'm hoping that this is a really good one because I've been DNFing a ton of YA and like I said, I don't enjoy it as much, but I heard amazing stuff about this, so I'm really hoping that I like it. I think that I will because of the recommendations and because of the reviews and because I feel like it has all of the elements that I enjoy. So I'm really big expectations, like this is Mr. Big Expectations. It's also huge, so we'll see how that goes. And then I have a couple of maybes that I kind of want to read. Number one, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, a huge classic that I had in my bookshelf for a really long time. And then Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I love Pride and Prejudice. I hate romance, like I hate it with such a passion, but Pride and Prejudice was such a surprisingly good, amazing read, and I feel like it's romance done well with the same level of criticizing society back then by using really simplistic characters that just like makes fun of everyone. So I loved it. So maybe I really need to go and read more. I have Sense and Sensibility right here, so I probably should give it a try and see if I just like the one or if Jane Austen is going to become one of my favorite classic authors. So we'll see. Those are the two maybes for this year, but definitely at the beginning of 2021, which is crazy. Finally. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Let me know, what are your plans for the end of the year? How many books are you planning to read? Hopefully they're not so big and as many books as I have here, and that you can actually achieve them and you're not putting yourself for failure like I am. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you beautiful book dragons on my next video. Bye!